The morning sun cast a golden hue over the sleepy village of Willowbrook, nestled at the edge of the enchanted forest. In a quaint cottage at the forest's edge, lived a young orphan named Amelia. Despite the hardships she faced, Amelia possessed an insatiable curiosity about the world beyond the village. One fateful morning, an ornate envelope appeared on her doorstep, sealed with wax and adorned with intricate designs. Trembling with anticipation, she broke the seal and unfolded the parchment within. It was an invitation, written in elegant script, summoning her to the heart of the enchanted forest. With a mixture of excitement and trepidation, Amelia set out on the forest path, guided by an unseen force. The trees whispered secrets as she ventured deeper into the woods, their branches forming a canopy overhead. Eventually, she reached a clearing bathed in ethereal light, where a group of mystical beings awaited her arrival. Amelia's heart pounded with wonder as she gazed upon the beings who had summoned her. They were the guardians of the enchanted forest, ancient protectors of its secrets. Each one radiated a different aura, representing the elements of earth, air, fire, and water. The leader of the guardians, a wise old sage with eyes as deep as the ocean, stepped forward to greet her. His voice carried the weight of centuries as he spoke of a great prophecy foretelling Amelia's arrival. She was chosen, he explained, to embark on a quest that would determine the fate of the forest and all who dwelled within it. With a solemn nod, Amelia accepted the challenge, fueled by a sense of purpose she had never known before. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the clearing, the guardians began to impart their ancient knowledge upon her. They spoke of hidden realms, magical artifacts, and the dark forces that sought to corrupt the forest's essence. Determined to uncover the truth, Amelia vowed to do whatever it took to protect the enchanted forest and unlock its deepest secrets. Little did she know, the journey ahead would test her courage, resilience, and belief in the power of magic. And so, with the guidance of the guardians, Amelia embarked on a perilous adventure into the unknown, where every step brought her closer to the truth and the destiny that awaited her. As Amelia ventured deeper into the enchanted forest, she felt a sense of anticipation mingled with trepidation. The path ahead was shrouded in mist, adding an eerie ambience to her journey. With each step, the air crackled with energy, hinting at the ancient magic that permeated the forest. Suddenly, she heard a rustling in the underbrush, causing her heart to skip a beat. Peering through the dense foliage, she caught sight of a group of ethereal figures emerging from the shadows. It was the guardians once again, their presence commanding respect and awe. Approaching her with solemn grace, the guardians welcomed Amelia into their midst. Their eyes glimmered with wisdom as they spoke of the trials that awaited her on the path to enlightenment. With each passing moment, Amelia felt a deep sense of reverence for these mystical beings who had dedicated their existence to protecting the secrets of the forest. The leader of the guardians stepped forward, his voice resonating with ancient power. He spoke of the importance of trust and unity in the face of adversity, emphasizing the need for Amelia to forge alliances with both friend and foe alike. For in the enchanted forest, nothing was as it seemed, and danger lurked behind every shadow. With newfound determination, Amelia vowed to heed the wisdom of the guardians and embrace the challenges that lay ahead. She knew that the path to enlightenment would not be easy, but with the guidance of her newfound allies, she was ready to face whatever trials came her way. And so, under the watchful gaze of the guardians, Amelia embarked on the next leg of her journey, her spirit alight with the promise of adventure and discovery. Little did she know, the greatest test still lay ahead, waiting to challenge her at every turn. But with courage in her heart and the wisdom of the guardians as her guide, she was prepared to face whatever destiny had in store. As dawn broke over the enchanted forest, Amelia found herself standing at the entrance of a hidden grove, her heart pounding with anticipation. Before her stretched a series of intricate pathways, each one shrouded in mystery and uncertainty. These were the trials of the forest, a series of challenges designed to test her courage, wit, and resolve. With a deep breath, Amelia stepped forward, her eyes scanning the lush surroundings for any sign of danger. The air hummed with magical energy, heightening her senses as she embarked on the first trial. The trial of strength awaited her, a test of physical prowess and determination. Before her stood a towering oak tree, its branches laden with heavy boulders of various shapes and sizes. With steely determination, Amelia began to climb, muscles straining against the weight of her burden. For hours, she scaled the heights of the tree, each boulder serving as a stepping stone towards her goal. Sweat dripped from her brow as she reached the summit, her breath ragged but triumphant. With a final heave, she hoisted the largest boulder above her head and hurled it into the abyss below. As the earth shook with the impact, a sense of satisfaction washed over Amelia. The trial of strength had tested her limits, pushing her to the brink of exhaustion and beyond. But she emerged victorious, her resolve stronger than ever as she prepared to face the next challenge that awaited her. With renewed determination, Amelia pressed onward, eager to prove herself worthy of the guardian's trust. Little did she know, the trials of the forest were just beginning, each one more daunting than the last. But with courage in her heart and the guidance of the guardians to light her way, she was ready to face whatever obstacles lay ahead. After conquering the trial of strength, Amelia's journey through the enchanted forest continued unabated. With each step, she felt a sense of purpose driving her forward, propelling her towards her ultimate destiny. Yet, lurking beneath the surface, was a gnawing curiosity about the secrets that lay buried within the forest's ancient depths. Guided by an unseen force, Amelia found herself drawn to a secluded glade bathed in dappled sunlight. Here, amidst the whispering trees and the gentle rustle of leaves, she stumbled upon a forgotten shrine, its weathered stones bearing the weight of centuries past. Intrigued, Amelia approached the shrine, her fingers tracing the intricate carvings that adorned its surface. As she did, a wave of nostalgia washed over her, stirring memories long since buried beneath the sands of time. With a sense of reverence, she knelt before the shrine, her mind opening to the echoes of the past. Visions flickered before her eyes, revealing the stories of those who had come before her, their lives intertwined with the very fabric of the forest itself. Amidst the visions, one figure stood out above the rest, a young girl with eyes as bright as the stars. Amelia felt a kinship with this mysterious girl, sensing a connection that transcended the boundaries of time and space. As the visions faded, Amelia was left with a profound sense of purpose. She realized that her journey was not just about uncovering the secrets of the enchanted forest, but also about rediscovering her own place within its storied history. With newfound determination, Amelia rose to her feet, her heart filled with a renewed sense of purpose. Armed with the knowledge of the past, she embarked on the next leg of her journey, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. For in the heart of the enchanted forest, amidst the tangled roots and the whispering winds, lay the key to unlocking not only the secrets of the present, but also the mysteries of the past. And Amelia was determined to uncover them all, no matter the cost. As Amelia delved deeper into the enchanted forest, she found herself drawn towards a hidden cavern nestled amidst the ancient trees. The air grew thick with anticipation as she approached the entrance, her heart pounding with excitement. Inside the cavern, shafts of sunlight filtered through the dense canopy above, illuminating a scene straight out of a fairy tale. Amidst the moss-covered walls and the trickling streams, lay a treasure trove of forgotten relics, each one whispering of a bygone era, but one artifact in particular caught Amelia's eye, a gleaming amulet, pulsing with a faint, otherworldly light. It seemed to call out to her, its presence tugging at the very core of her being. With trembling hands, Amelia reached out to grasp the amulet, feeling a surge of energy coursing through her veins as her fingers made contact. Visions flooded her mind, revealing the amulet's storied past and its significance to the fate of the enchanted forest. Long ago, the amulet had been forged by the hands of the forest's ancient guardians, imbued with the power to channel the very essence of nature itself. But as the years passed, its true purpose had been forgotten, lost to the annals of time. Now, it was up to Amelia to unlock the amulet's secrets and harness its power for the greater good. With determination burning in her heart, she pledged to protect the relic from those who would seek to exploit its power for their own nefarious ends, and so, with the lost relic in her possession, Amelia continued her journey through the enchanted forest, her spirit alight with the promise of adventure and discovery. Little did she know, the trials that lay ahead would test her courage, her strength, and her belief in the power of magic. But with the amulet as her guide, she was ready to face whatever challenges came her way, determined to uncover the truth and protect the forest she now called home. As Amelia ventured deeper into the enchanted forest, a sense of foreboding settled over the land like a shroud. The once vibrant foliage now seemed to wilt under an unseen weight, and the air crackled with an ominous energy. Guided by the light of the lost relic, Amelia pressed onward, her heart heavy with the knowledge that darkness lurked just beyond the shadows. She knew that her quest was far from over, and that the true test of her courage lay ahead. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the depths of the forest, a cloaked figure, its eyes gleaming with malice. It was a servant of the darkness, a being whose sole purpose was to thwart Amelia's quest and plunge the enchanted forest into eternal night. With a defiant cry, Amelia drew forth the lost relic, its light pulsing with renewed vigor as she faced her adversary head-on. The air crackled with magic as the two forces clashed, each one vying for dominance over the fate of the forest. For what seemed like an eternity, the battle raged on, the very ground trembling beneath their feet as they unleashed the full extent of their powers. But in the end, it was Amelia's unwavering resolve and the strength of her spirit that proved to be her greatest weapon. With a final burst of energy, she unleashed a wave of light that engulfed her opponent, banishing the darkness once and for all. As the echoes of battle faded into the distance, the enchanted forest seemed to sigh with relief, its ancient guardians stirring from their slumber to witness the dawn of a new era. With the darkness vanquished and the forest restored to its former glory, Amelia knew that her journey was far from over. But as she stood amidst the ruins of her once formidable adversary, she felt a sense of pride knowing that she had faced her greatest fear and emerged victorious. And so, with the lost relic shining brightly in her grasp, Amelia continued her quest through the enchanted forest, her spirit renewed and her resolve stronger than ever. For she knew that no matter what trials lay ahead, she would face them head-on, guided by the light of hope and the power of her own indomitable spirit. With the darkness vanquished and the enchanted forest bathed in the warm glow of sunlight once more, Amelia's journey took on a new sense of purpose. Guided by the wisdom of the ancient guardians and the light of the lost relic, she embarked on a quest to uncover the heart of the forest, a place rumored to hold the key to its true power. The path ahead was fraught with danger, as twisted vines and gnarled roots sought to impede her progress at every turn. But Amelia pressed onward, her determination unwavering as she ventured deeper into the heart of the forest. As she journeyed deeper into the forest's interior, the air grew thick with magic, and the very trees seemed to whisper secrets of ages long past. Amelia listened intently, her senses attuned to the subtle rhythms of the forest as she followed the ancient song that pulsed through the very heart of the land. Finally, after days of relentless travel, Amelia stumbled upon a clearing bathed in a soft, golden light. At its center stood a majestic tree, its branches reaching towards the heavens like fingers grasping for the stars. This, she realized, was the heart of the enchanted forest, the source of its power and the embodiment of its ancient wisdom. With a sense of reverence, Amelia approached the tree, feeling the weight of centuries bearing down upon her as she stood before its towering presence. She reached out, her fingertips brushing against the rough bark, and felt a surge of energy coursing through her veins. In that moment, she knew that she had found what she had been searching for, the true heart of the enchanted forest, pulsing with the very essence of life itself. And as she stood beneath its branches, surrounded by the tranquil beauty of the forest, she felt a profound sense of peace wash over her. With the knowledge of the heart of the forest firmly in her grasp, Amelia knew that her journey was far from over. But as she gazed up at the towering tree before her, she felt a renewed sense of purpose burning within her heart. For she knew that with the wisdom of the ancients and the power of the forest's heart by her side, she was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, and protect the enchanted forest for generations to come. With the heart of the enchanted forest discovered and its power coursing through her veins, Amelia sought guidance from the ancient elders who had watched over the land for centuries. These wise beings, guardians of the forest's deepest secrets, held the key to unlocking the true potential of the land. Venturing to the sacred grove where the elders resided, Amelia felt a sense of reverence wash over her as she approached. The air hummed with anticipation, and the very trees seemed to bow in deference to their esteemed guests. As she entered the grove, Amelia was greeted by the elders, a group of beings as ancient as the forest itself, their faces weathered with the passage of time. Their eyes sparkled with wisdom as they welcomed her into their midst. Sensing the weight of destiny upon her shoulders, seated beneath the ancient boughs of the sacred tree, the elders spoke of the forest's history, a tapestry woven with the threads of time itself. They recounted tales of heroes and villains, of triumph and tragedy, each one adding depth to the rich tapestry of the enchanted forest's lore. But amidst the tales of ages past, the elders also imparted upon Amelia the knowledge she would need to fulfill her destiny. They spoke of the balance that must be maintained between light and dark, and the importance of protecting the delicate harmony of the forest. With each word spoken, Amelia felt a sense of clarity wash over her, as if pieces of a puzzle were falling into place. She listened intently, committing every word to memory, knowing that the wisdom of the elders would guide her on the path ahead. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the grove, the elders bid Amelia farewell, their voices filled with quiet reverence. With their guidance etched into her heart, she left the sacred grove with renewed purpose, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, for she knew that with the wisdom of the elders to light her way, she would be unstoppable in her quest to protect the Enchanted Forest and all who called it home. Amelia's journey through the Enchanted Forest took an unexpected turn as whispers of betrayal echoed through the ancient trees. In the shadows, a figure lurked, their intentions shrouded in darkness and deceit. It was a former ally, one who had pledged loyalty to Amelia's cause but had succumbed to the allure of power and greed. With a heavy heart, Amelia confronted the betrayer, her voice filled with righteous fury as she demanded answers, but the betrayer's words fell on deaf ears, their lies twisting like tendrils of smoke in the air. They spoke of promises broken and alliances forged with forces beyond the forest's borders, all in pursuit of personal gain. Amelia's heart sank as she realized the extent of the betrayal, but amidst the pain and anger, a glimmer of hope remained. For she knew that redemption was still possible, even in the darkest of times. With steely resolve, Amelia confronted the betrayer, offering forgiveness where others would have meted out punishment. She extended a hand in friendship, hoping to reclaim what had been lost and mend the bonds that had been broken, and to her surprise, the betrayer accepted, their eyes filled with remorse as they pledged to right the wrongs of their past. Together, they embarked on a journey of redemption, seeking to atone for their sins and restore balance to the Enchanted Forest once more. With each step forward, the wounds of betrayal began to heal, replaced by a renewed sense of trust and camaraderie. And as they ventured deeper into the heart of the forest, Amelia knew that true strength lay not in power or dominance, but in the bonds of friendship and the resilience of the human spirit, for in the end, it was not the darkness that defined them, but the light that shone from within, a beacon of hope amidst the shadows, guiding them towards a future filled with promise and possibility. As Amelia and her newfound ally continued their journey through the Enchanted Forest, they encountered a series of trials unlike any they had faced before. Each challenge tested their strength, their courage, and their faith in one another, pushing them to the very limits of their abilities. But amidst the chaos and uncertainty, a glimmer of hope remained, a flicker of light that burned bright in the darkest of times. For deep within their hearts, Amelia and her ally carried a power unlike any other, a power born of friendship, trust, and unwavering determination. With each trial they faced, this power grew stronger, fueling their resolve and lighting the path ahead. Together, they forged a bond that could not be broken, drawing strength from one another as they confronted the obstacles that lay in their path. But as they journeyed deeper into the heart of the forest, they encountered a challenge unlike any they had faced before. It was a test of their innermost selves, a battle against the doubts and fears that threatened to consume them from within. With the weight of the world bearing down upon their shoulders, Amelia and her ally stood their ground, their spirits unbroken in the face of adversity. For they knew that true power lay not in the magic of the forest or the strength of their weapons, but in the resilience of their hearts and the bonds of their friendship. And so, with a renewed sense of purpose burning within them, they faced their inner demons head-on, banishing the shadows that threatened to engulf them in darkness. In that moment of triumph, they realized that the true power lay not in the external forces that sought to control them, but in the strength of their own indomitable will. With their inner demons vanquished and their bond stronger than ever, Amelia and her ally continued their journey through the Enchanted Forest, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. For they knew that with the power of friendship guiding their way, there was nothing they could not overcome. As Amelia and her ally approached the culmination of their journey through the Enchanted Forest, a sense of anticipation hung heavy in the air. The trials they had faced had tested their strength, their courage, and their resolve, but now, as they stood on the precipice of their final challenge, they knew that their true test lay ahead, guided by the light of the lost relic and the wisdom of the ancient guardians. Amelia and her ally ventured deeper into the heart of the forest, their footsteps echoing in the silence of the ancient woods. With each passing moment, the air grew thick with magic, and the very ground seemed to tremble beneath their feet. And then, they arrived, a clearing bathed in an ethereal glow, where the very fabric of reality seemed to shimmer and shift. At its center stood a portal, a gateway to a realm beyond the forest, where the forces of darkness lay in wait. With a sense of trepidation, Amelia and her ally approached the portal, their hearts pounding with anticipation. For they knew that beyond its threshold lay their final test, a battle against the darkness that threatened to engulf the Enchanted Forest and all who dwelled within it. With a final glance at one another, they stepped through the portal, their resolve unyielding as they faced their greatest challenge yet. And as they emerged on the other side, they were greeted by a sight that took their breath away, a realm of shadows and despair, where the very air crackled with malevolent energy. But amidst the darkness, a glimmer of light remained, a beacon of hope that shone bright in the depths of despair. With their hearts filled with courage and their spirits unbroken, Amelia and her ally charged into battle, their weapons raised high as they confronted the forces of darkness head-on. For hours, they fought with all their strength, their determination unwavering in the face of overwhelming odds. And then, at long last, they emerged victorious, their enemies vanquished and the realm of darkness cast back into the shadows from whence it came. With the battle won and the Enchanted Forest safe once more, Amelia and her ally returned home as heroes, their names destined to be remembered for generations to come. And as they gazed upon the beauty of the forest bathed in the light of dawn, they knew that their journey was far from over, but with the power of friendship and the light of hope to guide their way, they were ready to face whatever adventures lay ahead. With the forces of darkness vanquished and peace restored to the Enchanted Forest, Amelia and her ally turned their attention to the task of safeguarding its future. But as they explored the verdant depths of the forest, they stumbled upon a discovery that would change everything, a hidden chamber, concealed beneath the ancient roots of the sacred tree. Intrigued, they ventured inside, their eyes widening in awe as they beheld the treasures that lay within. But amidst the glittering artifacts and ancient relics, one object caught their attention, a small, unassuming key, pulsing with a faint, otherworldly light. With a sense of curiosity tinged with trepidation, Amelia reached out to grasp the key, feeling its power course through her veins as her fingers closed around its cool metal surface. Visions flooded her mind, revealing the key's true purpose and its significance to the fate of the Enchanted Forest. Long ago, the key had been forged by the hands of the forest's ancient guardians, imbued with the power to unlock the true potential of the land. But as the centuries passed, its true purpose had been forgotten, lost to the annals of time. Now, it was up to Amelia and her ally to unlock the key's secrets and harness its power for the greater good. With determination burning in their hearts, they vowed to protect the key from those who would seek to exploit its power for their own nefarious ends, and so, armed with the knowledge of the key's significance and the power of the lost relic and the wisdom of the ancient guardians by their side, Amelia and her ally embarked on a quest to unlock the true potential of the Enchanted Forest once more. For they knew that with the key to liberation in their possession, they held the fate of the forest, and all who dwelled within it, in their hands. And as they journeyed deeper into the heart of the forest, they knew that their greatest adventure was yet to come. With the key to liberation in their possession, Amelia and her ally embarked on a journey to unlock the true potential of the Enchanted Forest. Guided by the light of the lost relic and the wisdom of the ancient guardians, they ventured deeper into the heart of the land, their spirits alight with the promise of adventure and discovery. As they journeyed through the ancient groves and winding pathways of the forest, they encountered beings of all shapes and sizes, each one eager to lend their aid to their cause. From the smallest pixie to the mightiest dragon, every creature pledged their allegiance to the quest for liberation, united in their desire to see the forest restored to its former glory. But amidst the camaraderie and the sense of purpose that filled the air, Amelia and her ally knew that their journey was far from over. For the key to liberation held untold power, and unlocking its secrets would require courage, determination, and unwavering faith, and so, with each step forward, they drew closer to their goal, overcoming obstacles and challenges with a strength born of friendship and a belief in the power of hope. And as they ventured deeper into the heart of the forest, they felt the very land itself come alive with the promise of renewal, its ancient magic stirring in the air like a whisper on the wind. At long last, they reached the heart of the Enchanted Forest, where the sacred tree stood tall and proud, its branches reaching towards the heavens like fingers grasping for the stars. With the key to liberation in hand, they approached the tree, their hearts pounding with anticipation. With a steady hand, Amelia inserted the key into the lock, feeling the earth tremble beneath her feet as the mechanism clicked into place. And then, with a burst of light that illuminated the entire forest, the tree began to glow with a radiant energy unlike anything they had ever seen before. As they watched in awe, the forest began to transform before their very eyes, its colors becoming more vibrant, its creatures more lively, as if awakened from a long slumber. And as the last echoes of the transformation faded into the distance, a sense of peace settled over the land like a warm embrace, for the Enchanted Forest had been reborn, its true potential unlocked for all to see. And as they stood amidst the beauty of the newly restored land, Amelia and her ally knew that their journey was far from over, but with the power of the key to liberation and the light of hope to guide their way, they were ready to face whatever adventures lay ahead. With the Enchanted Forest reborn and its true potential unlocked, Amelia and her ally stood as the guardians of a land filled with endless possibility. Guided by the wisdom of the ancient guardians and the power of the key to liberation, they vowed to protect the forest and all who dwelled within it for generations to come. As the seasons changed and the years passed, the legacy of their journey lived on, etched into the very fabric of the land itself. Tales of their bravery and heroism spread far and wide, inspiring future generations to stand up against darkness and fight for what they believed in. But amidst the celebrations and the accolades, Amelia and her ally remained humble, knowing that their greatest reward lay not in fame or fortune, but in the knowledge that they had made a difference in the world. And so, as they watched the sun set over the Enchanted Forest, casting a golden glow over the land, they knew that their journey was far from over. For as long as there were challenges to face and adventures to be had, they would continue to stand as the guardians of the forest, protecting its beauty and its magic for all eternity. And as they looked towards the horizon, their hearts filled with hope and determination, they knew that no matter what trials lay ahead, they would face them together, united in their quest to preserve the legacy of the Enchanted Forest for generations to come.